Hello everyone, my name is Gus.
Hi, I'm Woody.
And today, as promised, we have Woody's dives from our Cozumel trip. Very exciting because we weren't together, so I'm seeing what you did, which was great.
So, my dive, I got to go with Mike Young. He's pretty good at this, would you say?
He's done it before, a few times.
You know, maybe the best cave explorer. And what you're going to see in mine is absolutely cave exploration. For sure, lay a new line in places no human being and presumably no light has ever been in. But you're also going to see the difference between Mike's intuition and Woody's first time ever in a virgin cave intuition.
That's awesome.
Let's let it go.
Let's roll.
So, you know, it's just like you were commenting on yours and we were commenting on the other one.
Look at his formations, he said.
So we dropped down and got out of the freshwater layer. So we're starting to see a little bit of cleaner formations because it's into the saltwater layer. I think we were at about the 50-foot mark, Gus.
You can see the layers there. So what we're talking about is these caves have fresh water sitting on top of salt water. So when you go deep, it gets to a point where you're getting to that joint. It's called a halocline, and that's when you see that.
Yeah, and sometimes you're in it. So like Mike was filming, and you can't see that clearly at that point.
Yeah, but you can tell this is salt water because there's no bacteria. The bacteria doesn't grow in the salt water, so it's the rocks are clear.
So we were in the same cave system that you may have, if you watched Gus's video with Randall, but we went a different way. We went to the right, and we were exploring different line. Same thing, old line was there, but we got to the end of that line, and then we found
more.
Bing! Cave! Okay, so let's see where we're at here.
So this is you running line. Well, you're about to tie off. Oh, no, you're running the line. There you go.
Yeah, we're on the move. And it's the same thing you were describing. I don't know where to go. You could tell me right, left, up, down, go.
It's hard.
The only thing you hear is go. It's up to you to try to find a passage.
Yeah.
And in this particular case, and I'm going to call it luck with Mike's guidance, I did. Okay, now let's stop this. Can you pause it 1 second? I didn't bring my keyboard. Here is a moment that shows Woody does not know what he's doing. Hi. Hello, everybody. So let me explain what happened.
Mean? What happened?
Right here, I tie off, thinking in my mind just to the right that I'm going to go through that little opening. But I tied off the line in such a way where it took what was already a small opening and now made it even smaller because the line's going right through the middle of it. So Mike's standing back watching the brand new Cave Explorer pretty much block off the hole that was already small, which, by the way, you're going to see. We're going to undo it. And Mike's just like, you just go left. I say go that way. And it goes to the same place, and it's massive. And I'm just, that's just inexperience.
Let's see.
But watch what happens.
Okay, so the hole is this hole right here, and you just ran the line through it?
I cut that in half, which is already tight.
Outstanding.
So I look after I tie it, I'm like, how am I going to get in there now? I'm telling myself this. See, Mike's like, no, stop. Woody. Moron.
Come here, bring the line.
Yeah. So Mike's just natural ability to read a cave. Really, it's unbelievable. He's already saying, look, I believe, he's guessing as well, that if you just keep going that way towards the big opening, it's going to be a much better result. Of course, like usual, he's 100% right. Now, one other thing I want to describe with cave exploration, for me, Gus, and everybody, it's very easy to lose track of time.
Oh, my God.
And distance. You are so tasked and having so much fun.
So
you could
focused.
be an hour, and let's say your dive plan was an hour and a half. Time just gets eaten up, and so does distance. So does distance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You got to be really, really careful because, man, it just goes really fast.
Yeah. So you tie it off here and you keep going.
When I get to the end of where we get to our end, I want you to hear the dialogue between Mike and I. Remember what I just
said? That was recorded, but I hope so.
Well, if it wasn't, I'll comment of what was happening at the end.
Dude, how big that is.
Gus, I could have gone there first. Exactly.
Wow.
And this thing keeps going and going. But I can't wait to explain the dialogue at the end. You're going to laugh. I hope it's on there. Is that better than my little hole? Look at it. It's just massive cave.
It's awesome. Now you're seeing that for the first time with human eyes. Nobody has
ever been where I've been. There's no
Amazing.
line where I'm going. I'm discovering cave. The cave is taking me this way.
Yeah.
And I'm looking. I'm looking for where do I go? And where do I tie off?
There. Tie there.
Yep. Get a little neutral.
Yeah.
But this stuff is fragile, so some of it I would look at and I pass. See how thin that is? It'll just crack right off.
You're like, eh.
I didn't like it. It's just like paper there.
Yeah. It's like tie there. Big tie. So.
But then again, you have an expert behind me. So, very helpful. And second mistake right there. Is it my regulator?
Tangle in the ring. Oh no.
No, it's not really tangled. It just was wrapped around once.
Yeah.
Did you have any of those moments? Did you have any
Not in the
errors?
regulator.
No? Okay.
No, I had tons of errors. Yeah.
I like when we show mine though. I like you guys to see that. Look, I don't have a lot of this kind of experience, and it's easy to make little mistakes.
Yeah. I just
And
kept finding circuits.
You get better and better at all of this as you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you are getting the dialogue here. Listen. I think this is the place.
Oh, he's serving.
Okay.
End of line. Yeah, that's
Now,
it.
Okay, so listen. I don't know he's writing this yet.
47 feet. Cut.
Like, listen.
What?
Listen. I'm like, no. I don't want to go. Okay, so what really happened is I'm like, it's going. The cave is going. I don't want to turn around, but we had a time frame.
Yeah.
And we were late, by the way. We were late. We got back like
Little
20
late.
minutes, 30 minutes late. So we are booking it on the way back.
I think that's it. Just tie it up. Did you do another one of those?
Yeah, and basically, let me tell you that this ended up being about 255 feet of new cave because we had to swim a long way to get to my starting point.
Yeah.
And the swim back is about 30 minutes.
Wow.
It's a long way.
So I was doing what he's doing as I'm
See this
swimming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to keep my eye on the line and just trying to do that as I'm swimming. It's very entertaining.
Mike, I gave it to him he took the reel from me to tie it back up on him.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to know at this spot here.
My arrow.
Oh, he told me to put my arrow.
Arrow.
Use your arrow. Yeah.
Look.
There.
So now when I come back in April or May, that's where I'm picking up from. I think this is like Woody. It could be Woody 8. I think.
There's so much in there. Like we need to go back. Woody number
Woody
8.
8. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. So Woody 8 is sitting there all by itself in total darkness.
Woody 8. He wrote it.
And it keeps going, guys. This thing could go, I don't know, could go, who knows. And now Mike surveys the whole way back.
Yeah. So notice he's using the compass. So he says, okay, the line is going 79 degrees or whatever that was.
And he's going to mark distance.
Yep. And then he's going to count. Now, if you notice, you want to say the line?
Yeah, go ahead. There's knots. There's knots in the line.
Yes.
And they pre-made these knots. So every knot is how many?
10 feet.
So
every
time they hit another knot, that's 10 feet, and that's how he's counting the distance.
Yep.
Forget that the computer, by the way, everybody is saying voting failed or whatever.
Yeah.
Ignore that. The only thing he's using it for is compass.
Depth and compass.
Depth.
Yeah. So the idea is if a knot is every 10 feet, then you count 10 knots. That's 100 feet. That's how they do it.
And you know, it is a proud feeling, isn't it, Gus? I mean, I was like, I just found this.
Yeah.
No one's ever been there.
So he's writing. It started at 47 feet, ended at 45 feet on the first tie-off. This was how many degrees. And you can see further away how many segments of line Woody had in his line.
Right. Each one of those is a different tie-off spot because then it would change direction. Now we fly on the way out because we're late.
Good job.
Yeah, we're happy. We're pretty happy.
That's awesome. But man, I was hit with the whole cut here, look at the time, let's get out thing
brutal.
A couple times.
It goes so fast. I don't know how to. That's what I was waiting to explain on this video. It's different than when we're diving in Jenny.
Yeah.
The time, I was like, that could not have been an hour and a half. It just, you know, Gus has only cut out like a 10 or 12 minute segment of what was a very long journey.
Right.
By the way, look at some of this journey. Some of the journey, you're in total silt out. You've got to hold the line.
Yeah.
Happens a lot in these caves.
You can see the line on the right.
But it does make, you know what? It makes you want to go back.
Oh, absolutely.
Right,
There's the line.
Oh, yeah, you got to hold it. At this point, he may already be back on somebody. I don't know. That may be somebody else's line. I'm not sure if this is the one I laid now or not. So yeah, it's going to end, and we're going to get back to where I started, and we go all the way back to that entrance that you all saw at the beginning where we're gearing up, and we have to hand tanks down from like way up high, like 2 stories above us to hand the tanks down. And where are your gear through like jungle?
Yeah.
And I was in a dry suit. By the time you get in the water, you're just sweating. You hike through a jungle with all your gear on, and it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. And
I'm ready, bro.
I don't know where my line goes.
Check this out. Ready to go. Arrows and cookies are ready to be put in place again.
It really makes you want to go back. So I'm really happy we both got to experience Virgin Cave. We both got to lay line. We both got to do things we've never done before, which is the technique of putting arrows to find leads.
Yeah.
And we were with very experienced people that knew what to do and knew how to set this up, the logistics. And then, of course, Mike Young inviting us. Zero chance we get to do this without him. He opened up that world for us. He has the relationships with the Mexican government and the to set up the project. And they are wanting us to continue indefinitely to continue to help them with this project.
Yeah, continue to map these cenotes. We understand it's very important, and we'll support them,
and
as much as we can.
And next time, I'm going to try not to line off an already small restriction on myself. I learned. I'm serious. You learn.
Try not to
Cut it
pull
in
on
half.
cobweb the entrance.
It's okay. You could. I kind of laughed at myself
No,
on that one.
it was great. I think you did awesome, and thank you to the team. Of course, they continue to explore over there. We're proud of everything they found. Mike found a ridiculously decorated room.
I know.
He said this is the most decorated room like outside Abaco.
Yes.
And the other guys finally found the opening to the saltwater.
To where you left
portion
off.
of it.
Where you left
Yeah,
off.
very, very close to where I was. They said like 5 feet away from the line.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went by it and the hole was there and I missed it. But I'm glad they found it. And the cave keeps going. So
Cool.
we just have to go back. But in case you didn't see the first video, which was my dive and our reaction to it, I'm going to leave it right here.
Awesome.
Go ahead and check it out. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everybody.